This is your only warning. I am not joking. There is no going back. This game broke my brain.
Hey, hello everyone, I am Bugsy and welcome to The Price of Flesh. After that warning that I just read, I hope you guys are able to follow it, and nothing more needs to be said about this game. It's gonna be horror is the thing. What's your name? Well, that's my name. Just said it a moment ago. This game may use pronouns This game may use pronouns for the player in some dialogue. Your choice will not affect anybody's descriptions or gameplay. Okay. This game contains optional sexual content, including nudity, non-consensual acts. Okay, thank you for being safe for work. Detailed descriptions. I'm a he or him. Sexual content. I mean, I want the whole experience. Which means I'm probably gonna have to censor a lot of crap if I pick that option. Hey. He's waking up. Oh, just a sec. Something was pressed against my face. I barely had time to register the sound of a car's engine before I passed out again. Whoa. Where am I? I looked down horrified to see only shackles. I couldn't see anyone else. I think I see what appears to be a corpse there, though. Oh, wait, no, that's my... Hello? Suddenly a cheerful voice rang through the speakers, placed around the room. Good evening, and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a treat for you. He's fresh, healthy, and alert. I'm sure he'll be versatile enough to fulfill any of your needs. Okay, that's sketchy. Now I'm sure you all know the drill. I'll start asking questions and you lovely folks can begin bidding at any time. Am I a slave? What the heck is going on here? Get on with it. Shut up unless you're bidding. Heh, you sound like a hag. You little shit. I bet you can't even afford anything here. Get back to... Now. Shouldn't we save our passion for the main event? For a moment the voices went silent. Shall we ask our items some questions and begin the bidding? Yes, please. Excellent. Ugh, I don't like the fact that I'm in the middle. Let's begin. We'll start bidding at 100. I wondered briefly about what it was even 100 of. I decided I didn't want to know what I was worth. Here's our first question. Do you hear... Oh wait, cheerful voice, my bad. What are you doing here? I have no frickin' clue. How the heck should I know? I woke up here. 110. Wonderful. Now, do you consider yourself athletic? Not really. I mean, I'm not really an athletic type, but I do have a build, but say you're not sure. I'm not really sure. I'm not fast, but I'm not fat either. You know what I mean? Kind of, 120. 130. Here's a fun one. Are you scared? Nah, I'm refusing to answer that. What the hell kind of questions are these? I lowered the windows and kept my mouth shut. What? I glowered. I never seen that word in my life. At the windows and keep my mouth shut. 140. Okay, let's see. How much money do you make? I'm practically broke right now. I get by. Good. Okay. How well do you follow instructions? I mean, it depends from who and what the situation is. If it was you guys, then I don't give a frick. I'm not answering your instructions. Okay, I don't know. I can follow instructions just fine. No, screw it. I don't know. What is the instruction? It depends on what the instruction is. You want me to murder someone? 150. Oh, this one's interesting. Are you a virgin? That cut way too close, okay? No, I am not. 160. Don't worry, just a couple left. Do you enjoy camping? I stood there stunned for a moment. What does this have to do with any of this? It's okay, but camping I personally wouldn't do. It's fine. 170. Alright. You're doing wonderfully. Last question. Who would you go home with? What? I looked at the windows from across the room. I don't want to be sold, you asshole. Why would I? I lost my cool and shouted to the room. Fuck you people! Oh my. 180. 190. 200. 220. 240. 290. 300. Alright, you damn bitch. 400. Choke on it. Enjoy. We do love some competition. Now, I hear 400. Anyone else? Sold. To the, not reading that word, gentleman in the red. We'll prepare the shipment to send out with you right away. Thank you very much for coming. A shipment? What the? Oh wait, sorry, this is me. What do you mean? I felt a sharp jab in my ankle. What? I tried to bend down and inspect the pain, but I was just crumbled to the floor. There was a pain in my leg and I couldn't move. I was seeing double trying to speak. But I passed out. A motor began to cut through the darkness. Before I opened my eyes, I felt someone grab my arms. How are you still asleep? My eyes snapped open as hands dragging me dropped my head unceremoniously onto hot sand. Wakey. I cough in the dry heat. Where? My question died in my throat as I looked around and realized there were no more people here. Wow, even cuter than the last one. Yeah. Hey, Derek, how much did you pay this time? Shut the fuck up. He's not even denying it. What the hell is going on? It was apparent the angry blonde guy was the one who brought me here. My arms were tied behind my back, my legs were tied together. I struggled to push myself upright so I could see better. There were other people tied like me, 2 men and a crying woman. Watch the men in mosques. I'm not trying to talk with the other captives. Nah, I'm looking at the men in mosques. I turned my attention back to our captors. I told you to call me Scorpion.
Maybe you should have told us your name then, idiot.
You don't have any idea who you're talking to. I could make you disappear. No one would ever find your body. Try it. He's so mad, his fist is shaking. Whoever these people are, they don't seem to be friends. I froze as I saw another mask. The 3 arguing were so loud, I didn't notice a 4th man in the back. He seemed to be staring right at me. What's with the purge masks that are happening right now? I have no clue what the heck. However, this man is, certainly buff. Come on, let's just start.
Jesus Christ, Derek. You have the patience of a toddler.
Shut up. I've waited a whole fucking year for this. The sound of an approaching motor caught everyone's attention. Finally. I struggled against my binding. The terror building in my chest was telling me that I really didn't want to find out what these people were waiting for. The sound of the engine stopped with a muttering of 3 men. The rope wasn't budging. There he is. Another man in a mask emerged, roughly dragging a bound woman. She was fully awake and wildly thrashing. I recoiled back automatically as she came close and dumped her face first in the sand next to me. Damn, Jack! Another wild one! I'm not doing a woman's voice ever. Let me go! I flinched as I watched him kick her down into silencer.
It's way better that way.
The older masked man stood up straight, cracking his back and neck.
So, are we ready to get started then?
Hell yeah!
We should do the first blood again. It really sets the mood for the rest of them.
Sets the mood? It's important.
Sure, might as well kick it off.
Yeah, okay. Which one, though?
I want to chase mine.
Oh my gosh, I'm sort of mixing up Jack and this dude's voice, so that's gonna be kind of difficult for me to distinguish.
We only really need one.
Yeah. Alright, fine. Oh, the girl then. The crybaby. No, please.
You two okay with dropping one of yours?
Yeah, sure. The one named Jack approached me. Oh, the one named Jack approached the sobbing woman and grabbed her. He dragged her into the middle of the group. I feel like if I distract them, then they're just gonna kill me. But also, nah, I'm gonna keep watching. I wanna see this play through. I couldn't look away. Oh gosh, how violent. How gory is this gonna be? Oh, I just realized my mouse was in the way. How gory is this gonna be? Look how much she's crying already. I haven't even done anything yet. The panic on her face rose to a new level as Derek pulled out a large knife. Please, don't. He grabbed a fistful of hair and pushed the knife up her throat. Please don't show it. Keep begging. She sobbed loudly. Please. Suddenly, she shrieked. While I was watching Derek, Jack stabbed a switchblade right through her thigh. My heart leapt into my throat. This is real. This isn't a joke. They're going to kill her. I began to feel sick as I watched Derek squeeze the woman's breasts as he laughed in her face. Jack cut away at her underwear, the bloody switchblade he ripped out of her leg. Ugh, jeez, I'm getting uncomfortable just reading this. They're not just going to kill her. I can't watch anymore. Oh, wait, what was the brain symbol that was there? What? Oh, I didn't know about this. Oh, I actually have sanity. I wouldn't have looked if I knew that. I only saw the status bar right now. Her crying, terrified screams only seemed to excite them all the more. I cringed away from the growing frenzy. She had stopped begging a while ago. She was only screaming wordlessly now. I'm gonna lose my sanity here. It rang through my head as I kept my head down and eyes closed. I was shaking as I realized tears were rolling down my face too. She was choking and sobbing now. The rhythmic slapping of flesh told me what else was... Okay, wow. I felt sick. I couldn't take it anymore. I looked away as the faces of the other captives. The skinny man was staring at the ground. The other man had his eyes shut tight, tears streaming down his face. The woman that Jack brought was watching every move with so much rage that it all sent a chill through my spine. We were all probably thinking the same thing. We're next. A glint of metal caught my attention past the chaos. It was the last man with a plain mask. He finally moved his position. The others were too engrossed in torture to notice his approach. He sucked in a breath as I saw him raise a large machete. My body Did that affect me? I wasn't looking at the corner. My body was jerked as I watched him bring down the weapon with so much force that she was instantly beheaded. Ugh! I don't know if it was shock or if everything really did go quiet for a moment. It really felt like slow motion, like a nightmare. What the fuck? You could have cut my hands off. Oh wait, you could have cut my hands off. The two men in lizard masks laughed at each other. Sorry, my brain is in a spiral after what I just read. Always right to the point, eh, Machete? Jack straightened himself up. I'm here to kill. Oh wait, sorry, I need to think of a different voice for him. I'm here to kill... No, that's my regular voice.
I'm just here to kill.
That's the fat guy's voice, god damn it. I'm just here to kill. I'll give him a lazy voice, why not? The other men started The other men stared for a second before barking out of a sharp laugh.
Aren't we all?
They all seemed calm while they cleaned off their blades and backed away from the corpse. What the frick were you guys doing to that corpse as well? The slapping sounds, I mean. Then again, it's probably best that I don't know. Alright, let's get the party started for real. I tried not to look at the woman's body, at the spreading dark red in the sand beneath the severed head. The man with a plain mask approached us. Scrambled, trying to get away, to no avail. That plain mask, it legitimately reminds me of the mask from Purge 2. The one that had God on the forehead. He has a PNG, just to show you the one that I'm talking about. He knelt down in front of the crying man and cut the ropes on his arms. The captive wasted no time getting up and running into the desert. He did the same with the skinny man, and then the woman. The woman seemed to hesitate slightly before she ultimately ran as well. Then he turned to me. Ooh, those eyes, man, those eyes. Those eyes stared deep into my soul. I know he was just going to cut my rope too, but I couldn't stop the terror flooding into my body as he got close. At this distance, I could see into the eye holes of his mask. I'd never seen such raw hatred. Plus he's the only black guy, so I think I see his reason. He wasn't laughing. Oh, okay, I know that was a pretty bad joke, don't worry guys. As soon as I felt the rope fall away, my body reacted on its own. I leapt to my feet and ran with every bit of strength I could muster. I don't know how long I ran for, but eventually the heat and exhaustion won the battle against my terror, and I collapsed to the ground. I heaved and groaned on the coarse sand. What does that mean? Excuse me, what does the sun mean? That was my energy, my health, my sanity. My sanity's looking low. I'm getting hungry, which is something you always want to see. Oh, wait, it was the time. Okay, it was the time. It's so hot. If these psychos don't kill me, this desert probably will. I have to try think straight and figure out what I'm going to do next. Oh, it's actually wind sounds in-game. I thought it was around me. I blinked bright sunlight and tried to get my bearings. Aside from sandy nothing, there seemed to be a rocky hill up ahead to my right, and a sort of fissure down to my left, and the camp with those men behind me. Okay, so now we're getting into the survivalist portion of this. Why the frick would I stay here? Why is that even an option? Walk towards the camp. I am awfully tempted to do so. Oh, wait, I can save. Oh, thank gosh I can save, but that probably means that this gameplay is gonna go on forever. Walk towards the camp. Maybe they'll have sympathy for me now. I've made it towards the camp. Somehow I don't think anyone's here. Aw, that sucks. I better not stay here long. Stay here long? I stayed in the shade of the camp. Stay some more. I stayed in the shade of the camp. Fine, go back to the desert. I made it into open desert. The sun was high and it's boiling hot, yada yada yada. I know it's... Okay, let's walk to the fissure. I crawled down into a rocky fissure. I sighed with relief as I slid into a small, shadowed alcove to get out of the sun. Stay here. I stayed at the Fisher area. Stay here some more. We're gonna sleep here, dude. Get used to it. Stayed at the Fisher area. Stayed at the Fisher area. Is this all you're gonna do? I made it to the open desert. Alright, let's go to the hill. I climbed to the highest part of the hill. A breeze flowed past. Map? I can pretty much see all around. No signs of civilization at all. Well, nothing but that little camp I woke up in. Let's go back to the camp, I guess. I cautiously approach the camp. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Are they really all gone? I entered the shaded area. I heard footsteps. I heard a footstep and tried to turn around. A metallic crack of a bat rang through the air as I was sent sprawling. I registered the pain only after I hit the ground. I tensed up from the agony that spread throughout the back of my legs. Before I could move, a knee landed sharply on my back. "Why did you come back here?" He grabbed my wrists and wrenched them together behind me. "Are you actually that stupid?" I heard a quick zip noise. Oh no. And felt a painfully tight binding plastic tie. What? Wait. Let me guess. You thought you were gonna look through our supplies and find a way out of here, right? Actually, to be honest, I didn't. I actually wanted to join you guys in the mass murdering of the other people. Gotta join the Alphas somehow, right? Like we'd just be leaving shit around. His laughter slowly died down as he yanked me by the arm across the sand. I tried to struggle out of his grip, but he adjusted around my efforts and dumped me in a little ways from the camp. He abruptly flipped me over to face him. "I bought the dumbest one. But don't worry, I like dumb ones." He stood up and walked back to the camp. "I was planning on saving these for the end, but what do you say we do some celebrating? The two of us." I tried to start moving away, but I couldn't get up fast enough with my hands tied behind my back. He returned and kneeled in front of me. In hands, some kind of little tube. Confusion quickly changed to fear as I watched him pull out a lighter and start licking it. Oh my gosh, is that dynamite? Is he gonna stick it in my mouth or something? What is that? It's called a gerb. What? I yelped in surprise and pain as bright as light sparks all over my body. My yelp turned into screaming as the screeching explosive threw more sparks, burning my skin. I curled in on myself as the sparks finally died down. My skin. I couldn't even touch my injuries. I whimpered in pain as I saw him moving. Not bad, for a start. Please. Okay, let's make the next one more interesting. Lay back. I gasped as he shoved me backwards into the sand, my arms tied uncomfortably underneath me. How long do you think I can hold this one? What? Stop! What was he grabbing? I couldn't see. Come on, how long? Let me go! Fine, you don't get a place. Fine, you don't get to place a bet. Oh, he's lighting firecrackers on me. Oh. He finally came back into view. A long string of fireworks attached to all sides dangling above me. What? I saw the flicker of the lighter again and began to panic. Wait! He lit the bottom of the firework. A second later, the bottom tubes began to explode. I cried out and tried to block my body with my legs, despite the awkward position. The small explosives burnt my legs and filled my nose with the smell of burning metal. I closed my eyes and choked on a sob that was drowned out by the loud cracks. Whoops. The rest of the exploding firework fell onto my torso and face. I screamed as the explosives burned me already and damaged my body. I writhed and tried to get it off me as Derek howled with laughter. I kept shaking long after the popping stopped. Wow! I didn't think I'd drop it that fast. But you started making those cute noises. I couldn't concentrate. Honestly, it's your fault. I have to get away from him. I tried turning onto my side and getting to my knees. Hey, come on. We're not done yet. I cried as he grabbed me and turned me over on my back, scraping my burnt flesh. Oh, fuck. Wait here. I couldn't move if I tried. I sobbed into the sand. Everything hurt so much. I heard his footsteps and raised my head. I stiffened when I saw what he was carrying. Duct tape and a ring gag. No. He grabbed my head and pried apart my teeth with a careless force. He jammed the metal ring into my mouth, forcing it to open. I tried to pull away in vain as he fastened it around my head. He pulled my shoulders until I popped on my knees. I had a pretty good idea what his intention was. Please don't do it, dude. Don't do it. I tried to shuffle backwards, but he grabbed my underwear. I froze as he easily cut them off me. Modestly, I was far from my mind, which was more concerned with trying to figure out why. What moment, please? What is this doing for my mental health? Apparently it doesn't faze me all that much. Yep, totally normal. I'm getting quite hungry though. Panic exploded again as he produced a firecracker. He relished my fear as he pushed the fire. Oh, no. I realized with a disgust that he was already panting. Let's see who explodes first. Heal my shaking, sobbing. Yes. I'm not even gonna read this anymore. I'm gonna have 3-second intervals between this. Okay, I skipped that frickin' grotesque part, so let me continue on with this. One more thing. Open wide. Never mind, we're still keeping going with this. He pressed duct tape over my mouth. I didn't fight him. Jeez, I really busted you, huh? Come on, you could at least try have a little fun. I heard the flick of a lighter one last time. I closed my eyes. This time I didn't even hear it explode. All I am going to play for this frickin' episode. Hell, YouTube might not even frickin' allow this. I'm probably gonna even have to play the rest myself, cause I am interested in like seeing how many grotesque stories I can actually stomach. I'm gonna go and bleach my eyes, and then I will see you in the next one.